That was nice. Almost it makes me wish I could mentally afford a zero to give my feet a rest. But hey, drink about a gallon of coffee and see how I'm feeling. Okay, downside, I am getting a late start and I've got more truck traffic. Plus side, I think I got Jen an upgraded phone. So it is actually 11 o'clock. I call this kind of like a soft zero, just maximize the amount of time I have in the hotel room. Time off my feet is time off my feet, and they are feeling a little better now. Unfortunately, I'm obviously not done with the truck traffic. I also need to resupply today. So unfortunately, while my plan had been just leave at 8 o'clock and get as far as I possibly can away from this bit of civilization, I'll just have to play it by ear. I don't have a specific camp spot through this section. There are actually some trail angels through this section who offer a primitive campsite, but that's a little close. Well, not close enough to really make it make sense going there last night, since I wanted laundry and electricity and everything, but not quite enough to let me justify that as the next stop. So that motel was basically on the southern outskirts of Philippi, and I now am going to hike into the main part of the city. There's a Shop and Save or a Dollar General or something like that. Grab a couple of days worth of food. I'm good on dinners, I just need day food. And probably aim for 3 or so days into Bridgeport. Part of why I didn't leave early this morning was how bloody miserable this road is. You can see there's not much in the way of a shoulder, and they seem to like big trucks around here. And if I haven't mentioned it at length, traffic noise is one of those things I find myself less and less able to deal with a sunny disposition. The food, shower, laundry, and the chance to upload does at least have me feeling refreshed. I usually refer to the overnight hotel stays as just mini resets. And I also don't know exactly where it starts. I think it's in another 70 miles or so, but the latter part of this state is some 70-ish mile rail trail. So I at least have that to look forward to. I really would have preferred to do this last night so I could repackage and triage in the room, but is what it is. And good enough. Okay, got everything I need, I think, at least to get me through the next couple of days. Unless it closed also, there should be a Subway. I'll go eat a lunch and then see how far out of town I can get. The traffic and how dense all the houses were through this section has my stress levels a little higher than usual. Okay, managed to find some scrap of public land 14-ish miles away. And quite frankly, if I can do that, I'll be happy. And per a local, that is the covered bridge, which is some sort of big deal. I am feeling a little better after that Subway stop. The morning traffic was pretty rough, but there's at least some hope that all the truck traffic is going the other direction. It looks like this might be on a little quieter roads for a while. And if not, is what it is. It'll pass eventually. Okay, well, that sign makes me at least a little hopeful. Okay, that's a little murdery. And this would be an example of water I wouldn't touch. It just looks like mine rock. So apparently this is owned by ADT Trail Angels per a note in Hiking America. I didn't contact them because I figured I needed to go further than this. I've been sitting here in front of the church hoping to get enough signal to get a text message to the local trail angels or catch somebody's attention. Just ask for a water fill up. There's a hydrant over there, so I assume they have water, but no luck. There's some public land which will make it a 14 or so mile day. I'd like to do more, but I got nothing unless I'm willing to do another like 14 beyond that. 2 dogs show up and growl at me a little, but can't seem to find a person to save my life here. I kind of need to get water, otherwise tonight's going to be just eat a bar and sip off the remainder that I have. Guess I could try plan B. Drop my pants like I was about to squat over my cat hole. Seems to do a pretty good job of summoning people into the middle of nowhere. This is frustrating. I guess I should have just carried an extra couple liters out of town. My mistake. I have been just filtering. It's just somebody warned me of mine waste coming off the top of some of the mountains, and I have both walked past the mine and a couple of these creeks have coloration that I usually associate with mine runoff. And of course I have this thing, but if there's mine runoff going into that, I have another Potomac situation on my hands. Okay, so I'm reasonably confident in this. I think I'm going to use it as my water source for tonight. So normally I don't have to worry about water sources this much. Middle of nowhere, yada yada, just don't get it, straight out of a mine out in the desert. But after that whole thing on the CNO, so I was basically just looking for something that was away from any mine workings I could see, was running clear. And I decided to go for this because it's just seeping out of the rock. So it's a little slower to fill, but the stream back there looked like it was coming out of what could have been farmlands or other mine workings up above. You don't know for sure, but this is the thing I feel best about. I've seen one person since leaving that church, and they just shot by drinking something and waving at me. So for better or worse, I've got water for the night. There is some patches of public land ahead without any better beta than what I have, which is just the Gaia layer with public and private land. I'm leaning towards just camping here. That'll make for like a 15-mile day, so call it a recovery day. My feet were in really, really rough shape as of yesterday. Today they're doing better. And this is what I've been afraid of. A little too vertical for any place to stay. I am really conflicted. I'm basically not done hiking for the day, and I would prefer to go on, but the options up ahead are worrying enough. Versus this is public land, so if I want something secure. I wasn't liking what I was seeing right by the bridge. So I intended to go on. Then I found this old dirt road. So obviously there's been some foot traffic, but with all the down logs, not much. So yeah, as much as I'm annoyed and wishing I could go on, I've got like an hour and a half of time left, if that, so might as well, I guess. So this will work. At least I had a productive day as far as the resupply and helping Jen out with some stuff. Home sweet home.